guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So Friday Freebie Day, this is number 246 and we have a lovely little birdie theme today. Now I've been doing my vintage photos as digital kits, and we did the dogs and we've done the cats, and now I got some birds and I thought I'd incorporate a lovely birdie one for you to mix in with our new kit that we've got. Well, it's not a kit, it's more ephemera, which is beautiful. So this one is the one for the Facebook group. We have a lovely cuckoo. We have a little observation of birds on here with the British Isles, and we got another little one here with this little robins and blue tits, and a little great tit on there. We have a feather, we got a little birdie bit there, and then we got the little book cover on here. So this one is going to be done a little bit different because you can use all of these as different ephemera pieces, or you can, I am going to make it, you need your own little bit of cardboard this week. Which is, I'll show you what I've done anyway. So this is for the Friday freebie, and this is for the extra page for my lovely Ko-fis, and you have got a little swift drinking out of a little bird bath there. So these are just beautiful. I love them. I've made both of them, so I'm just going to show you quickly what they look like. And look at these. Oh, I love them. So very, very vintagey this week, and super simple to do. Now I'll show you this one because this is the Friday freebie. So what I mean by a piece of card, I mean like this, because what I've done it so you know how much I love a little flip. So we've done it so it can flip into your journal, and this is a little pocket here, we have a little pocket here, we have that can go in there. I've got the feather here, and then I've actually popped a real feather on there and one of my little flowers, and then on the other side I've popped that on there, and then we've got a little pocket inside. So it's lovely. That's how I've done it, but again, like I said, you use it however you want to use it. And then this one is the Ko-fis, and I've just done it the opposite. So they're two different ones. So again, I've got the little bits of ephemera there, this little piece there. I've added this little bit of lace down there, some lovely feathers on there. Then this one will flip over, and then we've got the little pocket on that side. So it's lovely. And I did a bit of stamping as well on here today, so I thought I'd do a little bit of stamping. They just tuck in like that, and then I'm going to pop that in my little journal at the end. So I'm going to pop those to the side. Quick little look at the new beautiful birds. I've cut some of them out here. So we've got 4 different sizes again. I've got some, this is another side. We've got all sorts of birds in there. This beautiful peacock, oh, they are just lovely. I'm going to show you, I haven't finished cutting them all out. This is all of them together, so you get 32 in 4 different sizes. So they are all absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to pop a link down under the video for you to have a look. But I just love them, and they just make such beautiful card toppers. They really, really do. I'm going to pop them in here because that's where all my little fussy cuts go. In there, I'm going to pop that over there. So we're going to start. We are going to get going. Now I'm going to use a piece of coffee stained paper. This is 200 GSM paper. Now again, use whatever you've got. You can use packaging or anything, all sorts of things you can use. And what I'm going to do, I can make 2 out of 1 piece. So I'm going to fold this up, and this bit that we're folding is this little pocket here. So this bit is going to fold over here. So, you know, you can just do that any size like that. So I'll measure, I'm going to fold it like that, and then I will measure it for you. So just get your own little piece of coffee stain, digital paper, whatever you've got. So I'm going to fold up. This paper to start with is an A4 paper, and that's about 3.5 inches I've folded over, or about 9 centimeters, and it's about 8 1/4, 21 centimeters, or about 8 1/4 inches. Now I'm going to go about halfway, so I'm going to do a little mark. That's probably a bit more than halfway, because I'm going to cut it straight down the middle like this. Nice and simple little make today. So let's just put that down there. smaller, a little bit bigger. I think one's a bit bigger than the other one. Look at that. That's my measuring for you. Let's put that over there. Let's move you out of the way, all my bits and pieces. I've been using the clear tacky glue. I've had this on my shelf for a little while, and actually I'm kind of liking it because it's stuck this down. Do you know what I mean? I put that lace on there and it stuck that lace. I wanted to, you know, see how well it stuck, and that's stuck really well. I'm rather liking that. I don't know why. I had it, I used it for a bit, and then I stopped using it. And I'm not quite sure why I stopped using it, but I did. So we've done that, and I want to, actually I need to cut another little piece off here, don't I? But the first thing I'm going to do is just, I'm going to score that down through there. I'm going to just take my ruler, just do a score line, because that's what we want to bend over like that. So once you've got this far, you can have it whichever way you like. So just what I mean, so whichever way you want to flip on your journal. So let's do that. Where's my little, oh, I'll use this one. I'll use this one. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. And then the other little bit we're going to use as the pocket. So we're going to use all of the bit that we've cut off. So this is the bit that will stick to your page. And which way did I do? This one goes that way. So I'll do, because I'm going to do another one, I want it to go the opposite way. So I'm going to do it this way. Take my little punch. I like my little punch, little corner punch. Just round the corners. I'm going to round the corners on this bit as well. Like that. Pop that in. Just so when we stick that down, you want to make sure it's the right size in your book. Just what I mean. So I'm going to stick this into my little journal here that I'm working in. So you've got to make sure when you make it, it's got to be, you know, the size of the journal that you're going to put it in. I'm going to put it on this page because I thought that lifts up. We've got like a little pocket here, and because it's birdie related, I can sort of put some little birdie postcards in the back of here into this pocket, so it will look quite nice, I think, on there. So that's a nice little thing to do. Right, I've got these are the right ones. You know, I cut out the Kofi ones ready to go, and when I looked at them I thought they're not the right ones, so I had to stop and I had to cut these ones out. So I got myself all muddled up. So we are the cuckoo on this one. I'm going to do a little bit of inking. It's been one of those days today, guys, that I'm just can't seem to get myself together to do anything. I'm getting a bit I've got so much to do, I think. I've got some cards to make for a commission, and you know, I've got that going on in my head. I've got 3 of them to make, and it's one of them's one of the big ones. So I'm sort of having a think about that and not concentrating on one thing, which I should be doing, shouldn't I? Just one thing at a time. Okay, let's just do this inside bit. Like that. I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. It's just confusing me. But I think that's probably age more than anything. Oops. My glue gun bits on there. Okay. That's the shape that we want. So it's very, very simple. Okay, that can go on there. Now I'm going to lift this out because I'm going to do some stamping. Now these are little stamps that I got from Journal Say, and they're just, the reason I looked at it because it's got a little bird on it. Can you see it? It's got a little bird on there, and it's like, sort of like postmark sort of things. So I thought that would be quite a nice one, just to dab on there and just have a little printy bit on here. These are just sort of little, quite nice little stamps on here. But I thought it would be quite nice to use these. Let's just few little random stamps, so you know this bit isn't so bare. Because we have a little bit, where's the other one here, look. Can you see? So we've just got a little bit of stamping going on in there. I think it looks really good. Okay, so super simple. Lovely, lovely. Now, the other thing that I did, so these are going to go, this is like, I'm going to make this into a pocket. So they go into a pocket. And then this is going to go onto the front. But because these go in, they sort of disappear. So I've bent this down like this. Just bent that corner down like that. So this can sit on here like that. And you can just see a little bit more of the ephemera that's in the back. And I think this looks quite nice like that anyway. So let's just squash that down. Then I'm going to glue it down with a little bit of this clear tacky glue. I found that the lids on some of these are really difficult to either take off or put on. I'm not sure it's just the ones that the new ones that I've bought. Okay, where's me inky bit? There we go. See, that looks really nice. And then let's do it like this. We can just pop our little cuckoo down there like that. So I'm going to open that one out and I'm going to stick this one down along here. So again, guys, this is just an idea. You can make whatever you like with your little freebie, your little ephemera. Just you clogged up. Just use them in your journal. Make something with them. Pop them on an envelope. However you like to use them, but I think this is really nice because I do like little flippy flappies, as you probably all know. So you're going to sit on there like that. We're going to have, that goes on the back. Oh, I didn't do this one, did I? See, I told you I'm a bit dizzy Lizzy today. This other little piece is going to go on the back here as a little pocket. And then we've got this to go on there like that. So again, you can have it wherever you like, but I think I'm going to just pop it down like that. Give it a little bit, and then we're not wasting any paper, because if you're like me, you will have lots of scrap paper, and if we can just cut things up and use them, that's even better, isn't it? And that's going to fit on there perfect. So we'll pop a little bit of glue. So guys, if you've got anything planned for your weekend, I know it's a bank holiday weekend, so I hope, well, it's in the UK, it's all bank holiday anyway. I don't know where anybody else. Here in Portugal, it's a holiday today. So, you know, I'm hoping you've all got lovely, lovely weather and you can have lots of barbecues. We're going to have a barbecue tomorrow, which will be nice. And I just stick that on there like that. What did I do with the other one? So this one's going the other direction. So that's going, oh, I did round the corners. Oh, I rounded the corners on these, on here, look, which looks quite nice, doesn't it? But not this time. Let's just go down. A little bit of glue. Pop you on there. Like that. There we go. And then we've got room then, look. You've got little bits of ephemera you can pop into there, which is lovely. And these ones, I wonder if they'd go that way. They probably would. Well, they would too. Lovely. Okay, so that's that bit. I'll turn this back over again. I'm going to stick on my little cuckoo. Let's have you a little bit lower. Maybe we'll pop something down this side. What shall we use? Oh, that's it. I've got some bits and pieces here. Oh, also what I would like to show you, I've got some feathers. These are my little feathers, and this is where I keep my feathers. I've got a little, it's like a little suitcase box, and it just opens up, and look, I've got all my feathers in here so they don't all sort of fly away. I've got them all in one place. I've got lots of lovely, lovely feathers in there. And I've also got some beautiful, look at these, I like the little ostrich feathers. They are just so lovely. I was going to use them on this, but they're a bit overkill. They were a little bit too big. But they are so pretty. So I've got some little feathers on there. Managed to get some sort of green and brown ones. Like a little yellow one there, which I think those colours go really, really well. So let's have a look. What do we got? Should we make this one a little bit lacy? What do you think? Shall we have a little bit of lace for our little cuckoo? Obviously we don't need that much, do we? Could have it hanging down though, would be quite nice. I'm just going to randomly cut like that and put that so it hangs off the edge. Let's give it a little scrunch up a minute so it's not so sort of square. There we go. And that can sort of sit on there like that. What else have I got? Got like a little pinky. Can we have pink? That looks quite nice actually, the pink and the green. Pop a little bit of this down. There we go, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add, what shall I use? Shall I use this? You think I'm a bit dubious about using that one. I'm going to use a little bit of glue gun just to make sure that stays down and it's a little bit quicker to stick. There we go. Just wrinkle it up. Like a little bit of wrinkling, don't we? Let's stick you on. A little bit of glue gun because it's got a little bit of lace on there. Oh gosh, you know what I've done? I'm going to stick that up, right up there. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? So make sure I don't stick that down. Yes, don't glue up there. Just take that off. Thing is about the glue gun, it does dry very, very quickly. There we go. I like that. So then these little ones just sit in that. So do you know what I mean? So taking this corner off and then, oh, I really have messed this up, guys. That was supposed to make into a pocket. So I told you I'm away with the fairies today. So let's take a little bit of this, pop that just down the side, so that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm going to use this tacky glue on this one just to see how well it will hold it. On there, make sure it's, I didn't like to stick this bit down with the tacky glue, but I think it would have probably worked. Cut that at a little bit of an angle. Okay, so now where are we going to pop our little feather? I might, actually, what I could do, I could make this little feather into a little pocket, couldn't I? What do you think? I could do that, and that could be, yeah, we could have a little feather pocket, little feather tuck in there. What do you think? I think I quite like that. So I'm going to put that, should we have it down there? That's quite nice actually, isn't it? I don't want to cover up my little bird. No. See, lots and lots of options. So I'm going to glue that at the top and the bottom. Then we're going to have a little feather coming from there. There we go. A little bit of glue there. Just like that. I think that will fit. Then we can have like a little tuck in there. That's not going to work either, is it? I think it will. You know, I'm going to go this way, like that. No, that's not going to work, guys. I'm going to just pop it in there. Make this into a pocket. Make this little birdie into a pocket, because then it will work a little bit better. That was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? Okay, let's add a feather. I do like that feather there, though. That looks really good. So we're going to pop a little feather there. Should we have a little sort of yellowy one? Oh, I like that. So they always look nice in the end. Make a few little boo-boos here and there, but that's okay. We're allowed to make a little happy accident. A little bit more glue, which is the nice side of the feather. Look at these beautiful colour feathers. Look at that. Oh, I like that. I put these feathers in just in case you didn't have feathers, and it's quite nice to have, obviously, a feather if it's a birdie. That can go over there. And I think that looks really, really nice. And then we can pop whatever we like in there. So I'm going to get out my journal, and we are going to pop it into the journal. Let's move these bits out of the way. Open this up. Let's go into this one. So I quite like this, like that. So this will just sit on top, on there. So that closes perfect. So you can have it either attach it to the back of the page, like that. Maybe I'll do that, and then that just opens right up. I think I'm going to do that actually. I do like these, I think they're fabulous. Right, I'm going to do that. Let's glue some of this on. Where's my glue? To glue this bit. Pop that on. And then if I want to put a piece of paper on this one, oh, I can't open it. Let's go right there. Turn it over. Lovely, lovely. There we are. Look at that. And now, do you know what I'm going to do? Because these are kind of loose in there. I'm going to get one of my lovely little paper clips. One of my little heart ones, which are so pretty. I'm going to just take that. Just paper clip those in. I'm also going to take this one and paper clip that one in as well. Like that. Oh, I do like that. I think that's really lovely. I'm going to move this out of the way, just over a little bit. And then I'm going to pop one of these in. Look at these. Look at that beautiful peacock. Oh, look, you go really well, don't you? Look at that. And we have a little birdie in there. And that will just close up. Fabulous. I like that. Now I want to do something with this side. Love these little sort of wrens. Like a little wren, isn't it? But what I could do, I'd like to actually put a little, like it, oh, does that go through? Oh, it does. Yeah. But it's a shame to not see them, isn't it? So you want to put like a little letter or something in there, And then maybe a little sort of, I wonder if you could have like little triangle so it just sort of like slips in. Do you think we could do that? Sorry guys, I'm just on a little tangent now. Let's find a little bit of paper. I have got this. Then we could use that as a little tuck. Shame to use that one, isn't it? I'm going to get my scrap paper, which is here. My box of scrap paper. Let's push that back. Let's bring this in. Might as well finish a page while we're doing this, mightn't we? Let's take this. This is a little bit of scrap paper. I'm just thinking of putting like a little triangle. Do you know what I mean? So you can sort of slot it in. I think that might work, guys. I think it might work. They've got too much stuff on my desk. Too much stuff. Let's go for 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters square. And then cut that square diagonally in half. Do you think that's going to be too big? So that, no, not really, is it? So that would go like that. Do you know what I mean? And they will just slot in. Or they have to overlap. There we go. Like that. I like that. Let's finish this little page off. A little bit of ink around the edges. There we go. Perfect. Pop you down there. We can just glue you on. A bit of glue. And then whatever you're going to put in your little pocket, or whatever I'm going to put in my little pocket, can be sort of like a little letter, little journaling, something without a picture on. And then it won't sort of hide the picture of it. There we go. And this piece can just sit on there like that. So hoping that will work. And that will just sit in there. So we've got the view of that beautiful bird. Oh, I love it. That's fabulous. We need something on here, don't we? Oh, I wonder if we could just pop a little feather. Oh, look at that. That would be lovely. Do you know, I love these big green ones. Love this green feather. We just want it to go one way like that, don't we? Just so pretty. Let's stick that down. I think that's lovely. Put that on there. I'm not going to put one either side because I think that's probably enough. Nice and light. So we've got this lovely birdie page now. So this will lift over. Got the little birdies in there, little birdie in here. That comes over, and then we've got our lovely little Friday Freebie bits in here with a little paper clip. Oh, I do like that. That's turned out really, really lovely. Let's take you out of there, get you lost in there. Pop that down, and then we can just clip this back up again. I do like these little clips. They're from Temu, but you can get them off Amazon as well. I'll pop a link down if I remember, guys, with my empty head at the moment. How lovely is that? I really like it. So I just need to get another page, which we've got the kit. If you're a Ko-fi member, you've got a monthly kit this month. We've got some nice papers in there, which might go on the back of that, which is beautiful. So there we go, guys. That's it for today. I have got the lovely, I think this one for the swan would make a beautiful wedding card. I think that would be really, really lovely. Well, then again, we probably want two, not just one swan for a wedding card, wouldn't we? We don't want a one-person one. Okay, that's enough yattering for today. That's the other one. And then this is your beautiful little Ko-fi one. So I'm loving them. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. So if you are not a member of our Facebook group, I will leave a link under the video. So do hop over and join the group, and you will be able to print off this one. And if you are a Ko-fi one-off or monthly supporter, you will get this one as well. And again, they can mix and match, which are lovely. And you can just use them as ephemera in your journals, especially if you're doing a nature journal. So do have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.